We're going to make a fuse box today, and that fuse box is going to be used to hold all of the wires that we're going to have. You're going to need 6 pieces of wire like this, preferably the kind that doesn't have a coating on it. This is just a cutout piece of manila folder, folded. It's 4x2. You need a battery. You need a Christmas light, a pair of wire strippers. We need electrical tape and, nice but not necessary, a pair of alligator clips. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 of these, 2 of the wires I showed in the beginning, and we're going to, those are going to be kind of our vertical pieces. You're kind of coming in, and I'm going to show you some pieces that are already put together just a little bit, partially because I had a bit of a bad video the last one, so. Anyway, so you're going to go ahead and you're going to have the wires, and they end up, you'll have one that comes down like this, and then here's my other one coming in just a second. See, I'm doing one last twist on it. I'll explain what I'm doing here. And it's going to go like this. So you put them down. So what you're doing is you're taking the long piece of wire, one long piece of wire, you need 5 of them. Take one of them, you cut it in half using a pair of scissors or a pair of wire cutters. You take half of it and you tie it, or twist it, excuse me, onto a longer piece of wire. Okay. The trick on this one is just you want to twist tightly, kind of use your fingernail to kind of crimp it in so it's super tight. So it's not just looped, it's kind of pushed in. If I do it just like that, that's going to fall. But if I kind of twist it really tight and kind of use my nail to get it in there, it will be a lot tighter, a lot harder to slide, won't slide off as much. So I do that to one. And this one looks like, I'm going to double check it just a second. The top one looked a little bit loose. Okay, I'm just crimping it, making sure I got it in there as tight as I can. Okay, and I'm going to put this third piece on. Twisting about half an inch, quarter to half an inch. Just pinching it very tightly as I go, not just looping it. So once oh, there's a bell. Now once I've got that, I'm just laying it out on here. Okay, and it looks like this. And I see this one here is a little bit long. Just for ease, I'm going to make these as even as approximately, at least a little bit more even. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so now these are my pieces, straighten them. We don't want them touching. I'm going to take a piece of electrical tape, and I'm going to, this one's kind of already there, I'm going to cut it in half. You do it different ways. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to tape it down up here at the top. Probably going to put you some more tape in a little while, but for right now, I'm not sure everything's working yet, so I'm just putting it down enough to make my life easier, not enough to make it permanent. I'm smushing it down, all right? Okay. So now, the next thing we want to do is we want to see if our circuit's actually working. I'm going to take this light bulb, a pair of wire strippers, and I'm going to strip off about half an inch off the bottom. Basically, you go for there's these little lines in here. There you go. You can see them. There you go. You want maybe about the third one or so. You want it to be a little bit smaller than the wire you've actually got. And when you put it in, you don't put it straight up and down like this. That's not going to work. You kind of put it at a 30-degree angle, closer to horizontal than vertical. And you just kind of push, squeeze it, and wiggle it. And as you do, it'll pop off. If you notice, I need to do that again. I didn't get quite enough. So I'm going to come back in. I'm going to try it one more time. Give myself a bit more room. There we go. I have some stuff to work with. Do it for both sides. The other one I was using. You have to play around with it a little bit. It's a practice thing. It's just one of the things you kind of got to get a feel for. Oh yeah, this one's tight. Okay, try it here. Basically, you twist and you pull at the same time, and timber. Okay, let's fix that. So So don't do it near a camera that you can knock over. All right, so now what I'm going to try and do is I want to touch these to here, and once I have a battery hooked up, the idea would be that if it's done correctly, it's going to light. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll take my battery, and I'm going to take the alligator clips, and I'm going to connect right here. I'm going to connect the end, so we can kind of moving it up so you can see it here. Do the same thing with the other side. Now this is not, notice that when we do this, dang, I'm just going to put it on the side. When we do this, we're not actually making a circuit. It's not a closed loop, and that's what a circuit is, if you remember from the WebQuest. It's a closed loop, and this is not a closed loop. It's open down here. It starts up here, comes down, goes through the green, into the battery, out the yellow, up here, and so it's not a closed loop. I'm going to make it a closed loop when I take this bulb and I put it on top. Oh, can you see? All right. Right there. So we know that that top one at least works. Now I'm going to try the next one. All I'm doing here is I'm seeing is my breaker box, all my pieces in there as tight as they need to be. And that answer is yes. Again, this part, all right, from here, from the battery, whoops. This is currently not a complete circuit. I use the light bulb to test the circuit and put down, now because it's a complete circuit, it lights up. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug these, and I'm going to tape down the rest of the wires.
I'm not going to be here today.
All right, so we're just going to tape this all down so that it doesn't move, that it's as solid as I can make it. Okay, say hi to Maddie. And, all right, and then now I can basically take this entire thing, fold the lid down, and I can tape it